This is News 4 Nashville.
Thanks for joining us. We do have a lot to get to tonight. First, following yesterday's arrest of a former massage therapist accused of sex crimes against women, News 4 Investigates has now uncovered information that every person should see before they get that next massage.
Yeah, we've uncovered tonight that even after being charged for sex crimes at work, massage therapists are keeping their license sometimes for years afterwards.
Yeah, so our chief investigative reporter, Jeremy Finley, is with us now. Jeremy, this is one of those stories that I think a lot of women really want to hear about.
Yeah, probably sitting up in their seats right now to hear this. So, you know, when you book a massage, you may casually read reviews or perhaps even get on the state's website to make sure that the massage therapist is really licensed. And if they are, you probably feel pretty good about going. Well, keep that in mind as you watch this. He's become the face of what some women fear when it comes to getting a massage. Though a woman reported to the state in 2017 that Tarek Menturi engaged in sexualizing and unprofessional behavior, he continued massaging for 4 years until his license was revoked. In that time, 18 women tell News 4 Investigates they too became victims of Menturi.
I had no idea the magnitude of people that had come forward to complain about him, and yet nothing was done.
And a News 4 investigation found other troubling accusations. Look at this therapist, accused of sexually violating a woman during a massage who froze in shock. He was fired on July 20th, 2017. It would take 3 months later for the state to revoke his license. Guess what happened during those 3 months? His state file reads he continued to practice massage therapy. And this therapist, his file reads in January 2018, he violated a woman while massaging her in her home. It took the state 8 months to revoke his license. And over again, we found therapists criminally charged with sex crimes in 2014, only to have their licenses revoked 2 years later.
It feels a little bit more, in my opinion, like the perpetrator is the one that's being protected.
News 4 Investigates shared our findings with Faith Fairhope, who served on the massage board for 5 years. She says when she left the board in 2012, she filed a complaint on a massage therapist. Listen to what happened.
It took forever. You couldn't get an update on it, you know, if you tried. And then when it was resolved, you didn't know how it was resolved because they didn't tell you and they said they couldn't tell you. So it was very frustrating.
For months, News 4 Investigates has requested an interview with members of the board, only to be told they weren't available. In an email, a spokeswoman for the Department of Health wrote, complaints resolve at different speeds, depending on the length and complexity of the investigations and the disciplinary process. Fairhope believes the state simply isn't moving fast enough.
It's got to be so frustrating for the public that are supposed to be protected.
Speaking of protected, look at this. After News 4 Investigates exposed the accusations against Menturi, Cochran received this email from Menturi reading, "Sorry to keep bothering you, but what other cyberstalker can bring the world so much entertainment?"
I haven't gotten a massage at an establishment since then in Tennessee because you just don't feel safe and you feel like no one's going to take your complaint seriously.
All right, part of the frustration here is the licensure database itself. If a complaint has been filed, even one of a sexual nature, against a massage therapist, you will not know about it until the board makes its decision. It's why, Marius, these women all went to Menturi but had no idea about all these other complaints.
Well, Jeremy, I'm sure some of the victims you talked to are watching this story, and I'm sure they have this question. So I'm going to go ahead and ask it to you. Why the delay?
Right. It's the same question that we've been asking the state as well. Do they not have enough staff to investigate? Are businesses or victims waiting too long to alert them to violations? Are there even criminal charges that they're not finding out about until it's too late? Well, we don't have an answer yet, and they're not answering those questions yet, so we'll keep investigating. Really quickly, what you must do, scrutinize those reviews online. Make sure that they are coming from people you know and trust. That's the best thing you can do right now.
That's great advice, Jeremy. Thank you. Now, Jeremy was on the scene yesterday when Tarek Menturi was arrested at his home. He is the massage therapist at the center of a year-long investigation. He's accused by more than 18 women of sexually touching them or himself during massages or job interviews. His home was searched. His arrest yesterday was only for the charge of impersonating a licensed professional. The district attorney's office tells News 4 that investigation is ongoing.
And Jeremy has covered that story extensively, from trying to get a hold of Montori to speaking to his accusers, even asking the state health board about his license. He's done everything to lead us up to this point. So if you want to read more on this case and more of Jeremy's work, we have every report for you right now on WSMV.com.